All right. Charles, why don't you tell us your story?
Um, my name is Charles MacArthur. My story is a long one, but I try to make it short for you. But my testimony, actually, it started a long time ago. It started when I was younger, and like right at the end of high school, and I started to make a lot of bad decisions. Started to feel myself a great deal once I got my driver's license and a car and whatnot. I started making a lot of bad decisions. Ended up in jail a few times. I became a father at the age of 17. Just making a lot of bad decisions. But anyway, just a few years ago, I noticed a lot of things happening to me, a lot of bad things happening to me, based on the bad decisions I was making. I was getting hurt a lot, ending up in jail a lot and whatnot, and at the time I didn't have God in my life, or too much thought about God. I was a person who felt like anything that happened to me or for me, it was something that I made happen. I didn't, everything was done by me, and that's the way I've always felt. Just when them things started to happen to me, I didn't really know what was going on. I just knew something wasn't right. Something just wasn't right. At one point, I was living in Durham. I got stabbed in the temple, broke jaw, fractured skull, stabbed in the chest, lung collapsed, gunshot, one gunshot here, one gunshot back there, hole in the knee, stabbed or sliced with a hawk blade, stabbed in the back, hit by a car in a drug-infested area, being in a drug-infested area at a late night. All kinds of things were happening to me. And not until just recently, things started to come to me. I started to understand some things, and thanks to a real good friend, Mr. Bill Morris, and his family and his friends, I started to understand that I needed to trust God more. I needed to really listen to my heart and search some things. And in the last couple of months, I've come to know God. I've come to know that there is a God. There is someone who is really, really watching out for me and helping me. I love God now. I can honestly say that I love God. And it's been amazing. These last 2 months has been so amazing. My eyes are open now. I don't depend on, me taking care of it. Most of the time I let things go. And I just put it in God's hands, and I just let it go. But if I can tell anyone out there anything, you have to stop thinking that you can't walk around here or run around here thinking that you run things. God has His hands in it, and if you would just stop and open your heart and open your mind, you realize that God has you. And then you begin to turn things around in your life. You really would. And that's part of my testimony. God is good.